everyone, this is Dawn. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a card using the Hollyandivy card making stamp set. I'm going to be using the dotsslimline thin cut, and this is the Hollyandivy stamp set. I'm going to use Santa and the banner and then the Merry Christmas sentiment. I'm also going to use some candy apple shimmer trim, some white glitter paper, and papers from the Hollyandivy collection. So I've loaded Santa into my MISTI, and I'm going to stamp on white daisy cardstock, and I'm using black ink, and I'm going to be coloring him in using the tri-blend markers. So this tool I'm using, it's called a Chucky, but it's actually an air hockey paddle, and I got it off Amazon, and it ensures an even pressure throughout when stamping with a MISTI. It just helps out a bit. So I've got my Santa stamped, and I stamped him twice so that I could get a really dark, intense coating of ink, but that's just preference, so it's up to you. And then I'm going to stamp my banner image also in black, and I'm using the light side of evergreen. And then I'm going to pull the Merry Christmas sentiment from the stamp set and stamp that inside that banner. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to take a piece of white daisy cardstock, and I'm cutting it at about 4 inches, and that's what I'm going to use to cut the slimline dots thin cut with. So first I'm going to cut out Santa using the coordinating thin cut, and we'll run that through the Big Shot. And then I'll run the banner through. Using purple tape or washi tape makes it a lot easier. It keeps the die in place when you run it through. And then I'll run the white daisy through with the slimline die. And you'll notice that my white daisy cardstock is a little short for my slimline die, but that's okay because I'm going to make an A2 size card instead of a slimline. Okay, so we have our overlay piece, and now I'm going to trim that down. So the very top of it, I'm just trimming a little sliver of it off right against the first set of dots, and that enables me to get an exact 5.5 inch tall piece without having to cut into any of those dots. Okay, so now I'm going to color everything in using tri-blends, and I'll skip ahead in just a second. All right, I have Santa all colored in. I've cut this piece of Hollyandivy at 3/4 inch by 5.5, and then I have my white glitter cardstock also cut at 5.5 inches tall. It's 3.5 inches wide. Okay. All right, so we're going to apply the glitter cardstock with Tombow, and then I'll apply the overlay using the Aqua Tombow liquid glue. So you can get little beads of glue right in between those dots and not make a huge mess. And then you can see the glitter shine through those little open dots. And then I'll add that Hollyandivy piece with Tombow, slide that in, and then I'll add the candy apple shimmer trim on top. And it kind of covers the seam between the overlay piece and my pattern paper. Okay. Then Santa gets popped with foam tape, and the sentiment also gets popped with foam tape. And because I need even more bling, I'm going to add some stickles to the cuffs and hat and trim on Santa and the bag that he's carrying. So these are the diamond stickles. And then for the last step, I'm going to use some bitty sparkles, and I'm going to add these on the buttons on Santa's coat. So I'll just slide those in place. And then their card is all done. So all of these supplies are currently available in my online store. I will make a list with links in the description below and information on where you can shop to purchase these supplies. So I appreciate you watching my video today. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click on that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And thanks for watching.